just at the end of the song, look. Oh dear. I'm here, I'm over here. I got told off for covering over Father Christmas yesterday, so I moved over here, look. Over here even. I'm over here. I keep forgetting it's the opposite way. How are we all doing? Can you hear me above that noise? Hello? Hello? I do like the old tree, but he is noisy. You need to get volume control on it. I'll put the other one on. There we go. You love the music. Excellent, Thomas. I do as well. That's why I keep playing it. So we've got quite a few in already. I think, well, Graham was up the top, but he's been knocked off along with a couple others, I think. But Rolf's up there now. He's playing with a pinball. Oh, you've got to see this pinball that Rolf has bought. You need to put some sneaky pictures up on your community tab, Rolf, so we can have a look. MP3? Phil Tube, thanks Phil. Glad you're liking the streams, mate. Evening, Daniel, and glad you like it as well. Matambale, good morning and afternoon. Working on the lab bench. Talking like Yoda I am. Brilliant. Evening, Timothy. Evening, Rob Cross. Video Monkey. Hello again, Graham. Theo's in. Washing up. I tell you, I've had to do loads again today. I had to go over and get some logs today, take the dogs out, get the snow off of the tent. We've still got the tent out in the field, still up there, even with all those mental winds. That's a bit. I'm sure the volume's coming up on that. Evening, Mark J. Simap, hi Simap, hi Thomas and Susie. Now afternoon there, is it? I wasn't late, I was early. I was deliberately 30 seconds early today, just to see what you would say, Graham. That's Danish, how you doing, mate? Fat Tony's in. Hi, Tony. Les is in. Les is still poorly. Les has got a chest infection. I don't know if that's common knowledge, Les, but it is now. So, we've got to wish Les all the best. Having problems getting me rubber gloves off. Phil Taylor, hi Phil. I did. Benji's in, hi Benji. Doug's in, hi Doug. See, Daniel says it's perfect timing. Was that the music or me coming on, Daniel? Yeah, jumper. And I've got a badge on as well today. Can't really see it because my lights are blowing it out, but yeah, a bit bright there anyway. But if I turn out that light, it might you might see it a bit better. This is courtesy of Mr. Racing Demon. Mike sent me a little package today, so thank you very much, Mike. Talk more about that in a bit, but yeah. He said I had to wear the badge, so I'm quite happy to wear it because it's all shiny and sparkly. I like things like that. Dave Rhodes, hi Dave. Still no bishops? No, I've not seen any come out of the... Oh yeah. Still there, Graham. GT Jeff, how you doing, Jeff? Brett's in, hi Brett. Been watching a vid of a guy playing a Hacker Grenadier record player. Yeah, they are nice. I've got I've got quite a few things lined up to do, but the problem is all these things that I'm touching are taking so long to get done. So well, you're missing out on some stuff that I was going to do. So. Why a tent? Well, we put an old army tent up in the field at the back of us at Matambale, really for just chilling out in of an evening. And it was our intention to get a stove, because it's got a stove jack in it, so you can actually put a wood burner inside it. So we were going to get a wood burner, and we were going to be out there all weathers. But unfortunately, the wood burner turned out to be just under 500 quid with all the bits you need: the flue, the sort of flash in, something to stand it on. In all, it was about 500 quid. So this time of year, that's like out of the question. So unfortunately, we've had to shelve that idea, but it's still up. It's still up. We had great fun in it in the summer. It's all, or Mrs. Cruncher calls it the beer tent for some reason. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but there you are. There you are. So we've got a David tag. Hi, David. Les is still rough. What's that, Benji? Found the link. Oh, the brew dog. Ah, okay. We'll look at that in a minute. Get back, Les. Howdy Elbow. Good evening to you, Howdy Elbow, and the Mr. Racing Demon. There he is, the man himself. Merry Christmas to you, Mike, as well. It's great to see you again, mate. So yeah, Mike very kindly sent me a little package today, which I totally wasn't expecting, and very nice card, and with some cash in it, which is very good, very kind of you, Mike. And we got some cleaning stuff. We've got some clean. Oh, I could never have enough cleaning stuff. I'm still using Mike's supplies from earlier in the year. And a nice bag of quality street strawberry creams for Mrs. Cruncher. She'll go mental when she sees those when she walks in. In fact, I bet they're open by the time I go downstairs. So thank you again, Mike. And the badge. Let's see, I've got it on. I've got it on. I had a job pinning it on. I don't think I've pinned it on very straight, have I? But I should have put it on before I put the jumper on, really. But I just thought I'd give myself some pain and pierce myself. Hey, Cody's. Down a couple of those beers on a live stream. I'll have to have a look at that one in a minute. That's a challenge, isn't it? You have the Christmas tree one. Oh, hang on. The chat's gone mental. Posted on the community tab. Never knew it existed. Yeah. I mean, any sort of in the week stuff that I need to get out to you guys, I always put on the community tab. So it's well worth checking out your notifications to see what's on the community tab. Just like the tent. Jess, good evening, mate. How are you? Precious finger come out the hole. I had my arm in the hole yesterday, up to the elbow nearly did. It's a real veterinary moment. But, yeah, only pulled out a can of beer, no like baby animals. It's good to see you again, Mike, anyway. Johnny, how you doing, Johnny? Good up there, mate. So, I think, have we got Mr. Penguin in shot? I don't know. I mean, he's been moving about today. I trashed his decorations earlier as well. He wasn't happy. He pecked me leg earlier because I trashed his decorations. So let's go see what Mr. Penguin's up to. Where is he? There he is. Hello, mate. Start off. Yes. He's so aggressive. He's so aggressive, oh Penguin. He's still not really straight, are you, Penguin? Which way do you need to go? That way? Is that better? Up here? He's showing off with these new batteries. So we've got number 14 right by his head. I pulled all his decorations down. He wasn't happy. He was not happy. He wasn't happy. So let's go over and see what he's got in number 14. Let's see what he's got in number 14. Oh, we've got a bottle this time. No, oh, it's a little one. Oh, that's always a bad sign. If it's a little bottle, it's gonna be mental, I expect. Oh hell. Eblum, Elderberry Black Ale. What do you reckon of that? And they call him Benji, then Penguin. What do you think of that? Rubbish. Get off. Rubbish. God dear. He just doesn't appreciate it, does he? He doesn't appreciate a good beer when he sees it, oh Penguin. Alright, let's get down and see what this Ibalum is all about. Ibalum. What on earth is Ibalum? It's elderberry black ale. So it says complex, rich black ale with soft fruit flavour. 6.5%. I knew if it was in a little bottle, it was going to be strong. 6.5%. This is Williams Bross Brewery. Where's this to then? Scotland! Scotland! No, I'm not going to try, I'm not going to do the accent. It's in Alloa. 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 In Scotland. I didn't know, I've never heard of Alloa. So it says elderberry was introduced to Scotland by Welsh Druids. So a bit of Welsh as well. I bet Tom Jones has got some of this. See, the accents are shocking. I don't know why I try, really. So it's introduced by Welsh Druids in the 9th century and frequently enjoyed during the traditional autumn festival celebrations. Based on a 16th century Highland recipe, it's a dark, rich, fruity beer with a strong single hop aroma and satisfying bitter conclusion. Bitter conclusion? So, yeah, let's crack her open. It's a nice looking bottle, actually, isn't it? It's got a proper sort of Celtic scene on that. I don't know if you can see that or not. Focus on that. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Nice design on that label. Produce of Scotland. Let's just crack this open, then I'll catch up with a chat and we'll have a look at Benji's link. See what Benji's Penguin Ale is, it? Or Penguin beer or something? Well, it is beer coloured. I half expected it to be a purpley colour, but it's quite a dark sort of beer colour. Yeah, I was half expecting an elderberry to drop out the bottom, but it smells nice. It smells very nice. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody. Happy Christmas. Cool, actually, that is very, very nice. That's very nice. It's almost sort of like a barley wine tasting sort of beer. Yeah, I'm liking that. So thank you, Mrs. Cruncher. Thank you, Mrs. Cruncher, for yet another beer. She's still at work, Mrs. Cruncher, so she won't be on till about 9, so... right, let's just catch back up. You got a tin of Ajax, Theo, did you? Jess loves Penguin. He is a character, isn't he? Millinship, how are you, mate? Yeah, she certainly is. Rob Cross, thank you, Rob. Paul's saying check out Benji's link. We'll check Benji's link in a sec. Get a few down me and put the record player on. Well, I've got a Dynatron Music Centre to do, which I bought when we lived in the old house. So I'm going back, when did we move here? 2015. About 8 years ago I bought this, and I've never... Well, I turned it on, I think, when I first got it, and all the controls are really scratchy. So I thought, oh yeah, that's a restoration job, and I never looked at it since. I've got the speakers down here underneath the bench, and the music centre's in the spare room. So that was going to be one of my projects. So that was probably going to be our Christmas Eve Like, let's get hammered and play some records. So I must get that going. We've still got, how many days have we got now? We're 14th. We've only got 10 days left. How? Mull is becoming a rare beer now. I used to love the Scottish Heavy, the 80 shilling. I think it did 90 shilling as well. I think it's 70, 80 and 90 shilling, wasn't it? Making traces of haggis. Elderberries reminds you of a Python sketch. I do love the old Python stuff. I haven't seen any Python stuff for a while. I must dig out Life of Brian and watch again. That's a cracking film. And what was the other one? Something about the Holy Grail, wasn't it? 4 East 55. Restoration of a wrong-call record cleaner would be a short rest. Right, let's find Benji's link again. Let's find Benji's link. We need to open this in a new tab because otherwise it just trashes my oh, so it's Brewdog. We do like a Brewdog. So let's go to screen cap. I mean, Brewdog make one of my favourite beers of all time, which is layer cake. That is amazing stuff. So here we go. Brewdog Tactical Nuclear Penguin. See, the nuclear probably gives you a clue. This is probably going to be a bit 32%? What? 32%? You are kidding me. No way. Strongest beer ever made. Hell. Flipping heck. How do they do that then? Let's just zoom you in a bit. I don't know whether you're... Oh, that's a bit too far. Aged for 8 months in an Isle of Arran whiskey cask before being aged for a further 8 months in an Islay cask. Whoa, so it's got sort of like a whiskey taste as well. 16 months of aging, stored for 3 weeks, minus 20 to achieve 32% ABV. What? You cannot be serious. Flipping heck. I see what you mean now, Paul. Yeah, a couple of those and I'd be well away, wouldn't I? Oh, Christ. You got a penguin as well, look. Beer for the dedicated. Well, I am dedicated. Flipping heck. I bet it's about a tenner a bottle, is it? The 2010, I wonder if it's still available. I bet that's not available anymore. I want some. I want some. Oh, we want the shop, don't we? Shop all beer. That is lovely. That beer I'm drinking there. Hoppy Christmas. They got a Christmas one as well. Wow. I've had a fair few of these. The 12 beers of Christmas. Great stuff. Elvis juice, that's very nice as well. I didn't think I'd like that, but it is very nice. Oh God, there's 6 pages of it there. Size, brand, dietary, size, style. So let's try price high to low, so the stronger ones are always going to be dearer. So we got packs there. Hazy Jane. Oh, this is like 40 odd cans of it. Doggy pack, 5.3% stout, 4 bottles. Sold out. That's probably their dearest one then. 4 bottles for 40 quid. What's this? Bide Overworks Next Level Bide Our Time. 7%. That's 15.3, the doggy pack though. I don't think they do that penguin stuff anymore, do they? I've got to log in or sign up to access this. Look, all-time classics. What have we got there? Tiramisu Crew, Dog H. I bet they're mentally strong. They're only 4 330ml bottles for 35 quid, so that's got to be mentally strong. Off Duty King, 13.2 stout. They do some great stuff, Brewdog. Christmas personalised can. Design your own can, look. I could have done a Radiocruncher beer to give away, couldn't I? Spontaneity. Brewdog versus Le Trap. That'd be interesting. Trappist Ale, 10%. Oh, they do some strong. They do some really, really out there beers. They really do. LA Out. Anyway, we're deviating again, aren't we? And my chat's gone. Of course, I went back to Benji's link, didn't I? Walking squirrel. Let's just catch up. Yeah, so I think I'm up there. Okay. Always good when beer is a beer colour. Can you remember that cherry beer I had? That was shocking. That was like river water. That was horrible. That was St Austell's ales. Your father smelt of elderberries. Oh, okay. Just catching up. Just catching up. Evening, Derek. How are you? So that's been freezing here. And it reminds me I must go back and go down and check the fire in a minute. Meths. Piece of Carlsberg Special Brew. I used to like Carlsberg Special Brew actually. Mill and chip. I was a bit of a fan of that. A couple of those beers on the Dynatron stream, yeah. Doesn't seem to be. It must be sweet. It must be like treacle for that. Jeez. Few of them. I think, like Paul says, maybe only a couple. That's an illegal beer, is it? A drain unblocker. Evening, Lee, how are you? £45 a bottle. Oh, it's 2 bottles of that be 90 quid. You'd be under the table smelling the bottle top. Just order a case and blow the consequences. Yes, sod the electric bill. Let's have a case of a penguin beer. Lee likes the Elvis juice. All in one stream, I'd be in hospital. they'd have to come and pick me up in an ambulance. It makes you bend over. Very good. Paul sent me another link. Is that for... Oh, I've got to enter my age. Have they got 21 in here? (1865) I was born, wasn't I? It's got 1900, look. So that would make me 122, wouldn't it? Oh my God. So here we go. Paul has found it, look. Growler. I think I would be a growler if I had that. No thanks. So tactical nuclear penguin, 32%. 45 quid. Out of stock. Oh, it's out of stock, Paul. Yeah, it's out of stock. Be nice as just a one-off, wouldn't it? They've got some other ones by Brewdog by the looks of it. Barley wine, 14%. 10.9, 11, 13.1. 10.6. So they've got some strong stuff there, but like some of this, look, that's $15.99 a bottle there, and that's 375 ml. That's a little bottle. Anyway, cheers for that, Paul. Yeah, we're okay, Derek, thank you. Stick to Guinness, Mike, yeah. Not keen on Elvis juice. Sure, I should. Somebody's buying it. They probably only produced 10 bottles of it, Doug. Right, we've got to do another advent calendar. We've got to do the Radio Haynes advent calendar from Ben and Sandra. So we need number 14. I'm forgetting the days. I'm forgetting the days at the moment. Where's 14 then? There he is, down the bottom there. I can actually see it better on camera than I can in person for some reason. Oh, hello. Of course, that beer must be good stuff. We've got another push button. Hello. Another tactile switch. What is this doing then? So we had improved scan. Oh, we've got reducing the volume. We don't want to reduce it. We want to increase it, don't we? So we've got another rewire to do by the looks of it, because it looks like we've got a little link in here now on the V tab, and then we're adding this push button here to ground. So it looks like we're coming out of this IC. If you can see that or not, we're coming out of the IC from the V tab, popping the power out down through this to ground. So that's volume minus, so this is decreasing the volume. Okay. Let's get this out then. I don't know how many others of you are doing this. I know a couple of people said they'd received them, ready to go. Make your own. You're up to date with your sign up, are you? So what we've got to do by the looks of it, we've got to add, let's get some forceps to make this easy. We've got to add a link in here on the second one down after the volume. We're going to pop it across one. So if we just rearrange that, make it a bit sharper. Will that go in there? Will it how? Will it how? Just going to squeeze it together a bit better. It's only supposed to span one step across. This is the issue. It's going in there then. There we are. Our link is in. Linked in. So we've got to straighten up the legs on this. I'll tell you what's quite hot up here tonight. I've got this jumper on thinking it's going to be cold and it's flipping hot. Might have to change into a Christmas t-shirt in a minute. Not live, obviously. We don't want anyone being ill. Okay, so where does this one go then? This one goes down the bottom, facing that way. Just in there. Okay, so it looks like this is grounding out the volume. So that's going to make the volume go down apparently. So let's try it. We have a light, which is good news. It's got a bit tangled up here, isn't it? That's because I've got my aerial. So let's scan up. Okay, what am I doing wrong then? Have I got good connection on my speaker? We are not working. Oh, I can see why. I'm sorry, I'm just slightly out. I am slightly out on the volume control. Get out. Get off. I'm one pin out on this one. Let's move that one over one. Extra bit of fault finding. Let's find a station then. Without music.
It's the same comic, it's the
same
story, and it has made some of the people that I would not have particularly wanted to make happy very happy.
So it says actually we don't have a button to increase the volume, you have to detach a battery from the clip for 2 seconds, so that's gone. And let's just pop the clip then. Leave it for a couple seconds. That's working. That's an anti-copyright button, that isn't it? Anti-copyright button there. So there we are, done. Right, that one can go to bed till tomorrow. Then maybe we've got a volume up button tomorrow. You never know. It's probably is going to be something like that, isn't it? We're following that same pattern. Okay, so what have I been up to today? I did say that I was going to get this this amplifier board recapped, didn't I? You gotta make yourself notice, don't you? And lo and behold, I have recapped the amplifier board. And not only have I recapped it, but I've also done the quiescent current and midpoint voltage. So that is done, finished. And the quiescent current, by the way, should be 4 milliamps. It was 0.7 milliamps. So it definitely needed doing. Andrew, how you doing, mate? That is the RP30, and I've not cleaned it or anything yet, Andrew. I've just got it going at the moment. And the other thing that you'll notice in a second is I've sorted out the tuning gang. That is now not scratchy anymore. So cleaning up that bar that you saw me messing about with yesterday, and dropping a little bit of deoxit on it, and cleaning all the fins has absolutely cleared that. Hi Simon as well. How you doing, mate? Well, there's no way I would have got anywhere fast today if I hadn't done that. Harvey, so I did say I would do the amp during the day today. I didn't do it till not very long ago, to be honest. There is one job that's been bugging the hell out of me, and that's this battery clip. So what I've done, I'm not finished this yet, so this is going to get done right now. So you see the battery clip. I popped the little stud off the top here, because that was just pushed in there and then through the hole and just poking out the other side with no clip on it. So I've just popped that one off. I've also sanded this down, because one of the problems with these is they corrode and they can make dodgy connections over time. So I've given that a sand as well to get rid of the rust on it. What I was going to do is drill this out and stick a pot rivet in, and I've got somewhere here, he says, a new battery stud. So I'm going to pot rivet that on. That's the plan. I'm going to do that right now because that is bugging me. So let's get, I think I did bring a bit of wood up. Yes, I did. Let's get down onto the bench. It's a lovely colour, the RP30, isn't it? So let's have a look. Have I got any pre-made holes in here that I've prepared earlier? Just push it into. Don't forget to remind me to go and put some wood on the fire in a minute. Mrs. Cruncher will come home to a freezing cold house with a fire going out. So I just push it in there. I'm going to get my little workshop drill. It's a sort of drill cum screwdriver really, but it does work well. I've got 2.5mm drill bit. I'm going to see if I can hold that. See if I can hold that and drill it. Am I going to be able to do that? Probably not, but we'll try. We'll try. Nearly. I don't really want to chew the edges of it up, really, but I will have to just grab the edge of it. I think it's through anyway, but it's just got to finish it off that little bit. It looks like it's split, but I think it was before, you know, because it did have a crack across it. So let's get ready. Let's assemble it and get it done. Got a winter cold. Oh dear, oh dear. You sound like Les. Les has got a chest infection. Right, let's get the bits I've got here. I'm sort of tempted to solder that crack back together, you know, because I think this is solderable, but let's make sure that goes through the hole first. Yeah, it does. Okay. Cool, it does go through there very, very tightly. This is definitely 2.5 mil. You save the terminals to use as wired connectors. Yeah, unfortunately you don't want to be sending it by Royal Mail. You want to be sending it... Oh, you say Royal Mail have scuppered your plans for your paint or your polish. Just going to give this another run through. So let's have a look. That needs to go there. There's a tight fit in the hole anyway. So that's sort of like back as it should be, but we've still got nothing on this side. So what you want to do, you don't want to pop rivet it that way, because you'll end up with a big lump on the top that you'll have to file down. You need to pop rivet it that way. And then when I snap the shaft off, it's a flush end on it. So we're going to stick that through. Hopefully we've got enough length on it. To, I said bite it off then. Oh, hello. Looks like it's come adrift from the thing. Yeah, there's enough there. There's enough sticking out the top there, I think, to do it. So I'm going to get the rustiest pair of these. I bought these years ago when I was a gas engineer because they didn't have them, and I had some sheet metal work to do, so I had to go and buy these. I think I was making some ducting for a warm air unit, I think it was at the time. So I'm going to use the rustiest things on the planet, and hopefully, there we are. Fixed. How about that? So what I'll do, I think I'll just put a little bit of solder on that that crack there, just to hold it together. But that's fixed, and it's original as well. So I was going to put 3D printed one in, but I think that's better, because that was all that was wrong with it, was that one was missing. But that's quite flush actually. That's come out very well. So there you go. The rusty trusties. That's patina, that is. That's patina. It's still got some of the original red paint look. And the other thing I haven't got is the correct size the correct size nozzle. I've got 2 extra ones, but they're bigger, not smaller. So there we are. That's that one done. So I can get a decent connection now when I'm firing the thing up. Right. Cheers, Ollie. Final paint touch up. I think they are catching up, Lee. Gas engineer with a pop riveter rings alarm bells. Well, warm air units were well, they basically blow hot air through ducting throughout the house. And when you change one, you've usually got to make some sort of adapter to the base of it to sit the new one on. And we used to have fabricators, and the fabricator down in Plymouth that used to do most of it for us. But you always had to do a bit of alteration to the ducting. So you had to have a pop riveter. Tin snips, sheets of aluminium, good old days. I haven't checked the caps yet. I've got them here in a pile ready to go, but I just wanted to fire it up first to show you what it sounds like. I've got the signal generator warmed up beside me. Mike, thank you very much, mate. Simple, isn't it? But you can still get these connectors from Mauser. I get them from. I haven't ordered any for a while because I ordered a massive great bulk of them back along. Now the ferrets are hanging in the breeze a bit, so you can see the tuning cap that we cleaned last night. So let's pop the power on, turn her on, and now we're getting this light. So if I turn this light off, we're still getting stuff. That's going to be that and that and various other switch mode power supply things that are here. Whoa! It probably works better this way around, actually. It's picking up loads of foreign stations. So you notice there's no scratching from the tuning gang now. Long wave.
Commentators on Twitter, and a lot of them are based from China.
Loads of interference in here.
Who have been trying to push a different narrative.
The Philips PM5324, is that the woe and flutter meter, Simon? Was that the 5324 I use all the time, Simon? I had that one on yesterday, mate. I thought you meant the woe and flutter, but no, I use the other one all the time. It's turned off at the moment. I've got my stabber lock on, just because it's a bit more accurate, really. How did you get on with the transformer after? Did you find a top for it after? How did you get on with the transformer? I'm not with you there, Derek. You'll have to enlighten me. Matt Vision, how are you, mate? Didn't see you slip in there. Evening, Gavin. Try and get a Moroccan station. Fixable tuning cap, yeah. Oh, your wobbler, yeah. No, I have got it up there, Simon. I do use it. I did use it yesterday on the stream because my stabber lock decided it wasn't going to work. I haven't used it in anger at wobbling yet. I've not done any wobbling with a wobulator. Paddy, is it working? What, the radio?
Ryan, Professor of Cultural and Creative Industries at the University of Sheffield.
So there's no scratching on the tuning at all now, look. Perfect. So my cleaning and that yesterday.
It's a bit more complex than that. Yeah, it is indeed a bit more complex.
My tuning 100% sorted that. So let me think, what have we got to do? So I really need to get this one screwed back on. And then I think we're going to see if we can improve it sound-wise. Then all that's left after that is cosmetic. The only thing I would say is the actual tuning needle doesn't line up very well. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but I can show you. Let's just disconnect this out of the way a minute. Turn a bit of light back on now. We've got a light bay. So can you see? Yeah, you can see the tuning needle there, can't you? Tuning indicator. Just there. So you notice it's on show, and that's as far over as it'll go. Okay, so you can still see it. See, it's a bit of a gap between it and the end of the gold bit. Then if we turn it around to the other way, see it going wee, 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 all the way across the radio. So if it was even, it would probably stop about there, wouldn't it? To make it even, but it doesn't. It goes right in underneath. So that needs to come this way. So two ways of doing that. One is to loosen the tuning wheel pulley, or the other one is to slide it along the string. But both of those is going to involve taking this top off. So we need to do that before we do an RF alignment, but we don't need to worry about that for an IF alignment. So we're going to go in with, can we do it like now? I need to put this back on first, really. Well, I'm pleased that tuning cap's come up okay, because I had visions of having to solder that and shim it up and all sorts of stuff. But we're good to go with that one. So let's put this bracket back on. It's probably going to be difficult to do when it's in the set, isn't it? In fact, it's probably going to be difficult to do everything with it in the set. It might be as well to pop it back out again. I must glue this Rexine back down that's lifted on the side as well. Right. Sign up. Wood on the fire. Yes, let me check. I did check it before I came up actually, so I will double check. Right, Penguin? I think Penguin's used his batteries again. He only had rechargeables in him, which weren't brilliant. Quite feels warm down here. Yeah, let's chuck another log on. So dogs are listening to classic FM. They were listening to Christmas music earlier, but Maddie wasn't happy. Let's chuck another log on then. Live log loading. There we go. How's the time now? 8 o'clock. That should last, I reckon, till Mrs. Cruncher gets home. Whew. It's hot up in my room. I'm sure the lights and everything generate heat, you know. Okay. Oh, the IF transformer. No, I haven't yet, Derek. I was going to swap that over, wasn't I? Actually, we can do that a minute. We can do that. I'll let that heat up while I put this back together, and we'll swap that transformer over, see if it still works. If it does, it can have its old transformer back, but I do need to tidy it up a bit because it's not very well soldered. But yeah, I was really pleased to get that tuning cap fixed. Ooh. Howdy elbow to fantastic clean as you know. Offer up that a feather works a treat. Offer that up that a feather. Firm to clean with gentleness to keep everything in place. Oh, that a feather works a treat. I've never tried a feather before. Never heard of that. It's a good thought though. A bit less aggressive. Glad I took this out of the case. This has been a sod to get on with it still in. Are you going to behave? Oh, I had it in then. I had it and I had it. It's when you need thin fingers, it says. I've got fairly thin fingers. There we go. Now, I'm probably going to have to pull the tape off in a minute because we'll need to slide the antenna up and down, possibly. But we'll put that one back on. This little rubber nastiness. Got it. There we are, and I'll also tighten this end up as well because this one's loose. Much better. Okay. What was that I just dropped now? What have I dropped now? I don't know, but something's dropped. Oh, it's only my lead. Okay. So yeah, let's pop this this IF transformer out and stick the original one back in a minute. Just see if it does work, because this is the original one that's been mullered. So I've got to do a bit of alteration to this just to see if I can get it back inside a can. I don't know, did we decide whether it actually physically needs a can or not? Come on. And I've got another ECU in. I've got another ECU in from Stu to do. Stu to do. So there's mine out of my RP18. Let's stick this one back in. So we did have to fix a wire on this one, but we really don't know whether this is okay or not. Tangle, I've got wood and all sorts tangling me up now. Come on. Ah, okay. Yeah. Helps if you turn the soldering iron on, doesn't it? Where's a goat? I know. You've got to turn the soldering iron on, haven't you? Yes, yes, yes. Oh dear. Alright, let's pop these other two and we'll see if it works. What do you think? Is it going to work with our Heath Robinson botched up? No, it doesn't. Yes, it does.
That whole idea of work changing, whatever you do,
it works. That can stay. Now it looks like I've got a dodgy connection on the amplifier plug as well, so I think I'm going to have to reflow that. It's losing its power for some reason. Another job to do. Okay. So I don't know why I took that off, because I need that to do the IF alignment, don't I? Right, so what we're going to need to do here is stick. Let's get all this back in here for a minute. Out the way. Don't need that on anymore. We don't need that bit of wood. We don't need the pop riveter from 1864 when I was a boy. Because what we do need to do is get down the whacking great output meter, the humongous output meter, which was gifted to me by somebody from the Vintage Radio Forum. The old Marconi, so we need to move everything back a bit to get the Marconi in. The goats don't get as stroppy. Let me get the Marconi down. Oh, Mike! Mike! The caps lock. Sorry, Mike, it timed you out, mate. Ace, how you doing? George, hi, George. Of course it's finished. I'm just doing an alignment on it, George. No, it's not swept. I'll get in there first before you ask. Right, let me get the Marconi down then. This like burgundy colour it's only the second one I've ever seen in this colour. It is unusual. Let's get a spectrum analyzer. I've got a battery pack. I've got a whacking great battery pack to fix here as well. I forgot all about that for me, brother. Ooh. He hadn't said anything. Maybe he's a bit annoyed that I haven't fixed it for him and I forgot all about it. Oops. Look at that beauty. Oh, look at that. Proper bit of kit that is. Old school. A milliammeter. Milliwatts Marconi instruments. So this replaces the speaker. I've got problems with this speaker though, haven't I? Because I think the connections are actually welded together here. Just been out to feed the fox. Chipmunk! Yeah, unfortunately, caps. If you accidentally hit the caps lock, it assumes that you're shouting, and it will delete you, Mr. Chipmunk. How are you, mate? Anyway, still haven't got round to doing those avos again yet. How many ones do you want, Graham? You have quite a few. This dark red, I think I got the original dark red one from you, George, didn't I? Because it had the whacking great switch in the side. I think I bought that one off you, didn't I? Because I bought, I think, 3 or 4 Heralds off you. And the red one that I gave away to Nathan won that a couple Christmases ago. That was one of yours originally. Right, has that made any difference? A bit of WD on the situation. I've really got to be careful with this because I don't want to rip the terminal off. Ah, there's one gone. There's the other one. Got it. Right, because we need to connect the speaker to the terminals on the output meter. So it's 30 ohms, I think. 10 times 3, that is 30. Proper clunker, innit? Proper clunker. So let's go blue, blue. So the idea is I'm going to connect the signal generator to the coil on the ferrite rod, the medium wave coil. I'm going to feed in 470 kilohertz. I'm going to go down through the IF strip with a trimming tool and see if we can improve the IF on it. Right, can I get at it there? Yes, I can. Can you see it? No, you can't. So let's get some cameras altered. Secret engineer, how you doing? Needs to be shot. The bot needs to be shot. The bot needs to be shot. So I don't know if anybody noticed, but I did enable channel memberships today. So it's a bit of a new thing. I've been imming and ahhing about doing it for quite some time now, but just haven't got around to it. But today I thought I'm going to do it. It keeps bugging me and asking me about it, so I thought, no, I will do it. Right, let's see if I can get that over. So that's going to be interesting. It's a bit different from Patreon, I think, because it's a YouTube thing. I don't know if it can get that. So let's have a look at the overhead camera. Okay, I might be able to get you in. Let's go over here. Can I get the whole lot in? Yes, I can. There we go. So I can get that in. So I want to get that in the main shot. Sounds like Mrs. Cruncher. The scream of the mini reverse gear. So I want that picture in picture. I want that in the main picture. Hopefully. Can you see the meter? Or do I need to make it bigger? I want you to be able to see where I'm adjusting, so. Don't need that, George. Thank you very much. Obviously, you earn lots of money, George, and you don't need any financial assistance from anybody. Right. Let's see. Can I get me in? Can I get me in as well? Oh, I can get in as well. Look, we've got it all. We've got it all. Right. Let me have a think here. Now, let me get the instructions up. Oh, you want it bigger, Theo, the meter, do you? Bigger. Bigger. Overlay number 2. Let's zoom it in bigger then. How about that? Bigger? With net zero, we'd be going back to signal fires and horse and carts, yeah. Right, so let's get the, I've got my camera sorted, let's get the schematic up and just have a quick look. So quiescent current I've done. Now, of course, being it's a hacker, it does want you to use a wobbler. Injector marker, a wobbler. Switch your seating mirror, close gang. Adjust. L4, L5 and L6. L4, 5 and 6. I think that's both cores. We've got to keep the input as low as possible to avoid overloading the AGC. The problem I have with this method is you can't physically hear the tone. I could connect the oscilloscope up as well, but I've not got a fourth camera. I could connect the oscilloscope up, I suppose, so we could have a look at the... I could get rid of me, I suppose, and stick the oscilloscope in there. So as we can sort of have a visual on the alignment as well. Should we do that? Because then we should be able to see that we've definitely got the tone. I'll have to use the I'll have to use the, what am I trying to say? It's George's fault, he's got me all wound up again. It's got a habit of doing that. Right, okay, so that's the scope. Let's turn the scope on. Signal generator. Let's connect the signal generator up to the coil, which is this one here. So I need to be across the ooh. Cool. So I should, if I turn the power on, have I got IF? Well, that's pegged that meter, didn't it? This is the problem, you can't really tell unless you put some, this is where you want Manuel's dummy load speakers. He's got a cracking speaker set up, Manuel has, for testing stuff. So what we'll do is I'll just connect on and I'll see if we can hear this. Let's go to 10. It's a bit scratchy. I wonder if we've got a bit down the far end of the scale. I can hear it there. Let's go 20. I can't see the trace on the scope though. Oh, that's just hash, isn't it? Can't be that. Oh, hang on. I'm not in medium wave. Let's go on medium wave. That's better. That's better. Sounds a bit scratchy, doesn't it? But it is there. I'm trying to think which side we've got to be. What does it say on here? For alignment, switch your receiver to medium wave. Close the gang. Okay. So we've got to close the gang. Let's just do that. I take it that means fully meshed. So let's make sure still got that. Yeah. It's a bit scratchy looking though. Let's go a little bit higher. Let's go 15 millivolts. I didn't like that. Yes, it did. Okay, we've definitely got the signal there. Let's turn that off. So let's turn that up again. Right. Sorry, I'm not on the chat there for a second. Let's just. Yeah, this is a bit of a scratchy signal. I don't know whether that's due to interference or not. I don't know. What camera? Oh, you got me on there. I'll have to nick Penguin's cam. Penguin, do you mind if I nick your camera? Thank you. You don't mind. Right, let me just get back to my screens here a minute. Oh, I've got so much going on here. What's that? Can I get in? Just trying to get in a bit closer to the scope so you can see the waveform. Let's get Slow Nick. Thank you, Slow Nick. Excellent. No, I think George keeps accusing me of e-begging, but what he doesn't seem to understand is that part of my living does come from YouTube. So I'm really not sure what the issue is there. So any more of it, and that'll be it, I think. Mike, thank you, Mike. Get the doggies a present. Yeah. So just catch up with the thing. So I'm going to stick, let's have a look, webcam. Let's stick that in where I am. What's going on there? Let's stick the webcam on number 3. Okay, it's a bit all over the shop, but let's see if I can zoom in a bit because it's a bit far away, isn't it? We'll get this right, and then we can concentrate on. That's a bit better, that. Apart from the light on it, I don't know which light that is. That's this front light, I think. I think it's this front light. I got wires everywhere. Is it that one? Yeah, there we go. That's better. Trouble is, that's a bit big, isn't it, that one? Overlay number 3 needs to be a bit smaller. You can see I've obviously prepared this earlier. Or maybe we'll stick it down here. Or over there. Stick it over there. Still too big. Okay, I'll just put it back to where it was, I think. Just stick it back up there. You can see that, can't you? And then, you know, we want to be looking at this meter, but we can also see it increase, hopefully, on the other side. Thanks, Daniel. Living off your pension. I'm still catching up. Thank you, Rob. You can't see me now. Never mind. Thanks, Andrew. It was given to me by one of the chaps on the forum. Very kind of him. Ben, how you doing, Ben? Right, so we need to get some twiddling gear. Let's get me twiddlers down. Ideally, I want to get that to a lower level as well. Oh, 10 microvolts. Let's see if 5 will still show. It's getting a bit scratchy at 5. It's going to have to be 10, I think. Okay. Right, let's get the twiddlers. Now, I've got, I bet the only one that will properly work in this is the one that Rob Titheridge very kindly gave me, which is the one of the original RS ones with a flat blade, because I think these are hollow cores on these. Let me just double check. Pretty sure they are. Yeah, they are. So, see that? It drops right down in. If you just try using something just in the top, you'll break it. So let me have a look, see which one's which. I don't know if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. I think let's just do them in order. So they're only single-sided. So let's see if this changes it. Lower. That's peaked anyway by the looks of it. That side's peaked anyway. That's not getting any better or worse. I don't think these have been messed with, actually. It's surprising seeing the state of the rest of the radio. Try this one. That one has made a little bit of difference, maybe. No, not a lot. The waveform's got better though. Let's try the next one. Worse, better, worse. Oh, very, very worse. What's going on with that one then? Oh, we've lost it for some reason. Let's try the other one. Where have we lost it? Let's have a listen. What's going on? We were doing so well. Where's my tracer? Excuse me. Seem to have lost the signal now. I can hear it. Well, it's there, but I can't see it. It sounds scratchy as hell now, though. I wonder if we've got a problem with this core here. No, we've got a problem with this transformer, I think. It's gone quiet again, hasn't it? Sounds rough. Let's go back to this first one. Oh. Yeah, this one ain't great, is it? Maybe I'm overdriving it, but we've lost it. It's gone. We've lost the IF. She's breaking up. Just check my chat. I'm gonna have to go and change my t-shirt into a t-shirt, I think. Yeah. I think it's this one here is really scratchy for some reason. It's like, yeah, I think we've got a broken core in this one, and it ain't going to come out from the top. Yeah, we've got a broken core in this one. It's really crunchy. I can still turn it, but it's just really crunchy. So we're going to have to take it out, I think, and swap it around. That's a pain in the neck. It was working, wasn't it? Let's chuck 20 in it. No, it's gone. We've lost the IF. That's got to be down the bottom, I think, to get a... Yeah, that's not... I don't even think that's turning. It's not even going up and down the thing. Oh well. Doesn't look like it's going to be a tune-up after all, does it? What a sod. So we're going to have to put another core in there. And this one here is not right either. I think, was that wire there let go? No. So we've got two issues. I think we've got a problem with this one. This one's got a cracked core in this hot, in this transformer, and this one is a bit wibbly wobbly, so I don't know whether that's broken off somewhere there. So it might be that we're going to have to still change that one. The Phantom Twiddle has been at it. Yeah. It's a dust core. I'm going to have to go and get out this shirt a minute. This jumper is absolutely baking hot. I thought that was Mrs. Cruncher came up. I'm sure it sounded like her Mini reversing up the drive, but the dogs haven't gone mad. It is a bit early for her. She's not due home. She doesn't leave work till 8. Right, bear with me. I'm just going to chuck a t-shirt on. Don't worry, it'll be a nice Christmas one for you. Wouldn't have it any other way, would we? What should we have? What haven't we had? Let's get a Willfire one on. So as I say, I have set up channel membership. I've got 3 different tiers on it. The idea is that I can sort of share with you what I'm doing throughout the day. So I'm just going to turn this microphone off a second because it'll make a hell of a noise else. That's better. I'll tell you what, it does get warm in this room. It's only a tiny room, and with all the lights and computers and test kit and that on, it does get hot pretty sharpish. Now I need to find my badge. I need to find. I can't not find it because it's still glowing on the on Rudolph's antler. There we are. That's better. Whew! Overheating moment. Overheat. Must be that beer. Must be the beer. Right, what are we saying? The scope is just connected across the speaker terminals at the moment. Brett, if you're asking me, or is George doing something as well? Yeah, I mean, if I turn that down a mess with volume. So I'm going to need to get that to just turn that off. I'm going to need to get that core out, because we ain't going to get anything done with that one. We ain't going to get nothing done with that core in there. Broken. It's taking down the whole IF strip. So this one here has got to come out, and I'm going to have to unscrew it from the bottom because there's not enough room to get it through the top. Where am I? Dorf, how you doing, mate? Right, let's get you back down on the business end of things a minute. Let's get rid of the scope for a minute. So yeah, the scope was just measuring the signal from the audio signal from the signal generator at the speaker. It was a bit rough though, wasn't it? I must admit, it wasn't a very nice sine wave, that. In fact, it was very rough. I wonder if the little tool that Aston made me will fit in those cores. Sometimes it's a little bit of a tighter, snugger fit than the other one. Yeah, it will. See, I can turn it still, but it doesn't appear to be going down. I think it's broken in half. I think that's the problem. If I get the overhead camera, if I can get the overhead camera in a bit to focus, I'll show you what I mean for those of you that don't know what I'm going on about with dust cores. Okay, I think that's in focus. So yeah, this is the one that's the problem. So you can see it's like quite up near the top, isn't it? So if I screw it all the way down, it's still up near the top, look. So I think it's broken in half. Or it's just totally jammed, or the screw thread's gone. I'm really not sure. This one's fine. I put that one in. You know, that one's, you can see that one's disappeared now, look. But this one's still there. So we got a broken core there. Looks like someone's put a red mark on that cam. Pass a bit bad for a long time. It could be. Yeah, there's a red felt mark on the side there as well. Someone might have known. Someone might have known. Right, the desoldering tool's up to temperature. So we know the red mark is that side. And that's on the inside. Okay. Because you know, a lot of these are made slightly different, so you can't put them in the wrong way, but I don't think these are. They're iron dust SIMAP. Ferrite dust. So it's like a ferrite rod. If you imagine a ferrite rod powdered down and then reformed into a core, it's like a bit like a ferrite core, I suppose. Well, this is a pain. I was hoping to get this done and dusted, and away we go. But it's not to be not the case. I think I'm going to have to do these by ear first before I put the test kit back on them, because they are way out now. Come on. It's connected to the ground plane. It's struggling with my desoldering tool to desolder it, and I've got so much stuff on the bench here with this big meter in the way. I can't even find anything here. You'd love to get your workbench, but your workbench is in the loft. Oh, I see what you're saying, right. Right. Should drop out now, in theory. In theory. Mike. Thanks very much, Mike. Christ, that's a big picture now, isn't it? Whew. Way too big. Thank you for dropping in today, Mike, and thank you very much for my presence, mate. Much appreciated. Mrs. Cruncher will be chuffed when she comes in. And we'll get her a nice bottle of port, I think. So there he is, he's out. So red is red. Okay. Is out. Can we see it? Can we see it? Sort of. Don't know if I'm getting any closer with that one. Yes, I can. There we are. It's a bit of a funny light, and what have I done to this? Because I messed about with it just now, didn't I? No, I don't know. It's gone massive for some reason. It's gone huge. Oh, and I've got this light here turned off. Let's turn this one back on. The joys of a live streaming, I tell you. It's got a bit hot. Aston, how you doing, Aston? This is Aston's tool. Aston made this for me, look. Out of phosphor bronze, I believe, Aston, wasn't it? Fits these cores spot on. Rob, don't worry, mate. They love the pain. They love to see me in pain, Rob. Right, let's just go back to number 2. Let's take the zoom out. Okay, let's get me. That's better. I feel better now. It's too big. So big. Right. So I'm just going to. It might be easy to see on the overhead camera, actually. Yeah, it's going to be easier to see on this one, I think. If I can get it in shot. It's that way. Down there, or up there? Up there, down there. Left, right. Yeah, that's better. Bit brighter. So I've got to bend the tabs and take this can off. This is going to be the last outing for this radio on today's stream. It won't reappear again. Maybe for a little final showing when it's done. As I say, this has come all the way from Ireland, from young Rob. And it was going so well till we touched the IF. And now it's not going so well. Right, so this should now come out, hopefully. Gently does it. Not quite, let's just move them apart a bit more. No, let's get the spudger. There he is. Right. So, hang on, which one was it? It was this one. So you can see it's right at the top there. I wonder if I can get this up inside this way. Yeah, it's just, that's Mrs. Cruncher. It's not got any grip. So it is in one piece. So it is out. Look, so that's what they look like. You can see these Hacker ones are actually hollow. And if you can see, yeah, you can see the light through that. Look. So if you use a tool just in the very top of this, you will crack that and it will break. But this one hasn't broken. So it looks like the thread is gone inside. Because it's just on, I mean, that doesn't matter too much. I can put a little bit of elastic in there, or I could put a little bit of PTFE on it. Let me just get my goggles on, if I can find them. Hopefully Mrs. Cruncher's fire is still going. 10-2 should be still going. Hopefully. Okay, Mrs. Cruncher getting cold. I don't know what I've done with my eyes. What have I done with my goggles? Did I leave them in the bedroom? Let me go see if I've got them in the bedroom. Probably why I saw it, because I had them things on my head. Nope, they're not still on my head. Ah, I've dropped them on the floor, that's why. Yeah, so there's just plastic ridges in there. You can't really see, you can just about sort of see a ridge down the bottom, but the top one's all worn away. Other cores, all right. Oh. Mrs. Cruncher's home safely, which is good. So just try screwing this in from the bottom then. Yeah, there's no bits off of it. It did sound crunchy though. I've still got, that's just telling me that my phone's turned on and my signal tracer still is. Where are we? Here. was going to try screwing that in from the bottom, see what sort of... Yes, it's quite good underneath, but it's just... Yeah, see that? It just pushed right down then. Yeah, so you see that? If I push it in and push it out again, it's just, it's not threaded. So it's not the core, it's the actual carrier. Now I did have some elastic that I got ages and ages ago for this specific job. Now what the hell have I done with it? It's a special type of elastic. It's very thin elastic. Battery gone? No, I just muted the mic to talk to Mrs. Cruncher, that was all. She'd just come in from work. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's some really thin elastic. Now, I did pinch some. I had some in the rubber of a mask, but my PTFE, I think the PTFE I've got is the gas type stuff, which is much thicker. But we need something down there just to hold it. Just to keep it in the former. Hi Gerard, does that carrier have a split in it? I don't think so. I don't think so, Gerard. No, it doesn't look like it. Just looking to see if it has got a split in it. It's not great, but no, I don't think it's got a split. I'm just looking now. No split. We need to put something down there though, really, to just hold it. I could put a bit of wax in it, I suppose. Put a bit of wax in there, that might allow me to screw it up and down. Any suggestions? Fish and pole elastic, beeswax or earwax, Dwarf? What's it, Lee? Oh, bet the mic. Pole elastic. Old knicker elastic. Yeah, I did have a face mask that had one of those elastic headbands on it, and I was able to pull a piece off that. Let me just see. I've got some. There is a special type of elastic. I can't remember what they call it now, but it's very fine elastic. I can't remember what they use it for now. So I did have an old mask about that I used for going up in the loft, but I think I've binned it now. It's had a few too many uses. See, I thought I kept that, but no, I had to buy some. It must be here somewhere. It must be here somewhere. Well, it is here somewhere, but I don't know where. Is that out there? No, that's white Kynar wire. It was actually somebody in one of the streams that told me what it was I needed to get as well. All I can do is drop a bit of wax down there, really, and while it's setting, I can just so I've got a beeswax candle here. So all I have to do is push that inlet, because there is no thread. Push it down a little bit. So the thread, I think the thread does start at a certain point. Yeah, so it does, I think it does catch sort of there. Yeah, it's screwing down there, look. So it is screwing down there, but it's just at the very top. So if I drop a bit of wax in the top and just wind this up and down a couple of times, I may be able to, yeah, it's just not quite biting. So let's screw it down and push it down a bit to where it's not biting. And what I'll do is I'll just scrape a little tiny bit of wax into there. I don't want to fill it up. Shave a little tiny bit in there. Let's just touch it with a screwdriver, soldering iron. I'm going to put my soldering iron as low as it'll go. My other soldering iron. Don't like using my main one for wax. So I'm going to shave a couple little bits more in there. So let's just touch the iron in there. Should melt it. Try not to touch the plastic too much. Okay, that's melted. So let's just screw it back up through that a minute. Let's let that go off and see if it does the job. Whew. Beeswax melts about 70 to 80, so no, it'll be fine. Yeah. Won't get pregnant? Bill, how are you, mate? Welcome, Bill. Mick, how are you? Thin rubber bands, yes. A few bottles of super glue, yeah. Knicker elastic, fishing pole elastic. It's my tablet alarm going off. Right, let's see what that's doing now then. Have we got a bit of bite now? I think we have. Maybe just a little bit more. I'm just going to scrape a little tiny bit more in there. I'll tell you, I used nearly 3 of these beeswax candles to re-wax that VCO section in the Yaesu I did recently. God, we should never took that wax out. Stick that iron in again. Try not to touch the plastic. Right, I think I can put that back in now. If I have any more problems with it, I'll have to pull it out again and I'll have to find that very fine elastic. I'll have to pull another face mask because it's just the elasticated band that goes around your head. If you pull that apart, there's some very fine elastic in there. The problem is if you put too thick an elastic in, you'll break the core because you won't turn it. So it needs to be very, very fine. You can do it with a little bit of PTFE tape, but you need the really thin stuff and just put like one wrap in there. Right, so I'm going to put that back in then. I'm going to put that back in the board. Make sure we're the right way round. Let's put it back together. So we need to just pinch those in a little bit. It's easy to do it with just a screwdriver actually, rather than muller it. Let's get you down. Oh, Christ, he says muller in it. There we go, that's well and truly back in. So that needs to be at the back, that way round. And let's get that soldered back in. So give me the run around this one. I've got so much stuff on the bench here now, it's almost impossible to get at anything. Been a little bit of flux on it. What I do is I'm just going to pick up a bit of solder. Is my soldering iron on even? Yes, it is. Let's get some solder. That's that one back in. The other one, I think we're going to need to take that knackered one here back out again. Yeah, that looks like it's let go a bit. I don't know if you can see it, but if I get it in the overhead camera, can you see? I mean, it might still be attached to the wires, but it's come unglued anyway, so I'm going to take that back out. I'm going to have to let Rob have another transformer, I think. I'll have a look at it under the microscope, see if I can do anything, but when you had CB has to be low, lower the better, but don't understand why. It's to do with the reflected power coming back into the radio. It's if it's too bad, you'll actually damage the output transistors, and probably the driver as well. So SWR is basically the ratio of power going out to power being reflected back into the radio. Standing wave ratio. But best to Google it, Lee, I think. Yeah, it's a shame. I was hoping to keep hold of mine, but it looks like I might have to sacrifice an IF transformer for Rob. So let's put the can on it as well. Being it looks like it's going to have to go in there. Oh, I've got to put a bit of yellow tape back on. Where's the symbolic yellow tape? Where is it? Better put the original yellow tape back in it, hadn't I? Leaded solder. Alright, let's just wrap this around just to protect the thing from shorting. I can see this badge in the corner of my eye flashing away that Mike gave me. Brilliant. Good chat, Mike. There's our yellow tape, so it goes that way round. Just going to bend the tabs back on this one. So, once again, it's not really gone to plan, has it, tonight? But, you know, it's good fun. We've had a look at the scope, and we've had a look at the output meter, and we've had a go at doing an IF alignment, but, it's better. So let's pop this one back in, all back together. At least it's looking proper again now, isn't it? At least it looks normal again now. Slow Nick needs SWR grease. Slow Nick, good to have you in, mate, anyway. Yeah, no worries, Theo. I do try and please. Actually, that's gonna just have a look there. Yeah, let's just heat that up. Push the can in there. Just put a bit of flux on all these. So you can do an IF alignment without the output meter and just use an AVO across it, but the problem is unless you've got dummy load, it's a horrible noise. It really isn't good. Dogs don't like it. Right, okay, so we're back in the room, I think. Hopefully we'll have some sort of IF back. If not, It's going to take ages. I'll have to do it stage by stage, which is a pain. I won't be doing that tonight, I can tell you. Right. Let's get some order back in the house here. So I think what we'll do is we'll do it by ear first. See if this has drifted miles off. It probably has. Dear oh dear, I've literally got so much stuff here, it's unreal. Right, okay, let's hook everything back up again. Let's get that hooked up to the ferrite. That's on. Signal generator, oh, that keeps jumping off of there. It's not great, this blue one, really. Now it's on. So let's plug her back in. Let's see if we can hear anything. Can't hear anything. Well, maybe very faint. There it comes. Turn that down. How? Whew. I think we're in the ballpark there, don't you? I'm running dry, I know. I've only got the one beer. I'm on the water now, look. Corporation Pop. Still a bit scratchy, but I'm on 10 millivolts at the moment. Yeah, 10 millivolts. So let's connect back up to the Marconi again. And we'll go through it and peak it. As I say, you can do this with an Avo, but you want a dummy load ready for the speaker so as it doesn't make a hell of a racket. I do like to hear the tone as well though, that's the thing. Right, let's get you in on the old millivolt meter again. Milliwatt meter. And see if I can get, where's the overhead cameras on there? Where's that to then? Okay, I think that's so if we go that one, picture in picture, and then we go that one, main picture. Yeah, okay. But Theo's going to tell me that needs to be bigger, so we need to move that one. I'm going to have to leave it that size, Theo. You won't be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. How's that? Right, let's see what that's like on the milliwatt meter now. The problem is there's a lot of stuff in here that's interfering with that signal. You can see it's jumping. So if I stick it up to the next scale and turn the volume, whee. Okay, that's on the 1 watt scale there. Let's see if I can turn these and fine tune it. So I'm going to start at the top here. Where's my little red tool gone? Because this one's a little bit too thick to go in at a slight angle. I want to try and get right down inside the core. There we go. Oh, that one's really tight as well. I don't want to push that one because that one's going to crack else. I know this one wasn't far off of adjustment, was it? No, that's actually is peaked there. So let's go down to this one. So you can see just the tool in it makes a difference. Look, if I take the tool back out, so even though it's phosphor bronze, it's still, oh wow, still got a bit, gained a bit there, look. So if I take that out, oh, it's gone the other way now. Typical, isn't it? And this one. Go back to this one. And the last one. Can we get in that one? So you can see there's a peak there, look. So let's lower the level down. So let's go to say 7 microvolts. No, 6, 5, just in case AGC is kicking in. we've still got it at 5 microvolts, which is better than before. So let's go through them again. I'll leave that first one. Let's go to this one. I'm going to need to seal that one because that is still a little bit dodgy. You can bet your life between here and Ireland that'll rattle loose. There. And the last one. See if I can find the hole. That's pretty good, isn't it? That's a good gain. Let's turn that volume right back down again. Because one thing they do tell you when you're aligning the set is you should really do it at high volume. No, not that one. I'm going to look out for scrap radio for me. What, for all the bits that I've had to rob off this one, Rob? Rob. You're missing the bishops. I'm missing the bishops. The problem with the ceramic ones is they're still tapered. I've got a set of ceramic ones here. Oh, if I put them under the camera. These are Draper Expert ceramic ones. You can't get these anymore, which is a shame because I did have one which I should break the tip, but they're so hard. The only thing that you can a file will not put a new edge on these. You've got to use a diamond sharpener. So diamond sharpener, I was able to reform the end. But I suppose you could, if you got a diamond sharpener, you could make them flat. You could make them flat. You know, that would do the job. You just got to be careful because these, although they're ceramic, they're as hard as steel easily. So I don't think just because you've got a ceramic screwdriver, you're not going to break a core. All this does is stops it interfering. So let's drop a little bit of wax in that again then, just to seal it. So I'm going to use the iron now and drop that right in there. And that'll stop that rattling around. In fact, I'll probably do them all once I've just verified that it's okay. But that one's moving about like a good one. Hard to tin wires you can't see. It is, especially that blooming stuff I was messing with the other day. Right, so let me see, where are we? We're off there. Let's take that one off. Get rid of that one. So you can still hear the tone. A lot of interference from everything. That's 5 millivolts. If I bump it up to 10, 20. So, job done. Let's just disconnect all that lot. Turn off this because this interferes. This soldering iron, the scope interferes with it. The power supply on the scope. This is the noisiest scope I've ever had. I've only ever had 3, mind you, but this is the noisiest one I've ever had. done up here properly. What's that? So I didn't put that other capacitor in either, did I? But I don't think I need to do that. So I've squashed that transistor there down. That's not going to help. Comes on with a bit of a thump. Sounds absolutely deaf as a post now. I'm going to have to go through these again, I think. Or we've got resistor issues. Well, that's strange, because when I was on the signal generator just now, it was screaming. No, we're just humming. Unless it's that dodgy. This is dodgy for some reason. I have cleaned this, but I think the wires need sorting in this plug, because every time I move it, it cuts in and out. I think we're losing the signal as well. The signal comes in inside this white wire. So there's this double core. You've got a screen, and then you've got an inner, and that's joined to the center, and this one, I believe. Yeah, I think it's these two. So I've got a dodgy connection there, I think. It's typical, isn't it? So I've got to pull that off as well. Cheers. It is frustrating, it is. It was going so well. But there's definitely issues with this connector here. It's got power to it, but I don't think the signal's coming through. If you wiggle it, it goes mental. So just prise that open. So look inside this. Yeah. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Looks a bit corroded around that one though. Where are we? Yeah, that. See that blue one? That's the input. Looks like there's a load of rust on it. I've got the wrong camera, really. Let's get this one back down on the bench. If I can find it. No. Turn the main light back on. Yeah, that's got loads of corrosion on that. So I'm going to need to take that that white wire clean. I'm going to have to take that completely out and redo that. I'm going to have to cut it back and yeah, I don't know if you can see on the overhead camera there. And get it a bit closer maybe. So yeah, that see that blue wire there, that's the input from the volume pot, and it is corroded to bits. You'd believe it, would you? There's no wonder if I wiggle it, it just goes mental, but that is actually got a lot of corrosion on it, so that's going to have to come out and be resoldered. Oh well. How are we doing for time, people? I think it's getting near the witching hour. How are we doing? Yeah. Let's get some advent calendars done now, I think. I'm going to have to put this one to bed for today. As you can see what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. But I think we've seen enough of that one, don't you? I think we've seen enough of that. Enough of that to last a lifetime. Right. I haven't got room for anything now. This is the problem. I've got just so much stuff on the bench here. I've got to get this output meter off because that is a monster. But what a lovely bit of kit that is, isn't it? That's a nice bit of kit, that. Right. Am I on here? Let's zoom out a bit. You can see this, the mess that everything's in here. The stuff falling off the bench and all sorts here. Everything's got its place and none of it's in its place. Right. That's going to have to stay on there for now because it's all hooked up still. And let's turn the music up because I know you love the music. So let's get the remote control car. We've had wheels and all sorts, but we need to find number 14. Don't worry, Rob. We'll get there. It's unfortunate it's been got at, but whoa. We've got a big piece in number 14. What on earth is this? Oh, roll cage. Any screws with that? Got a roll cage. Look at that. Conqueror. Whoa. Let's get that down out of the way. This might be using some of the screws from before then, because we had some screws in the very first day that we didn't use. Ow. There she is. So how does this go on then? Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't go on yet. Oh well. Yeah, you got to build. You basically got to. Looks like you've got to build the actual shell around this, and then the whole lot sits on here somewhere. I think in the end, like that, or maybe that way. Yeah, that looks about right. So. Yeah, it looks like we build the body onto this. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, of course, it's got the lights on the front. I don't think they're actually lit, but I don't even know which way round's front, to be honest. Yeah, brilliant. Well, there we are. One roll cage ready to go. And finally, let's get the weir out from Mrs. C, the boss herself. Number 14 then. Number 14, anyone? Yeah, you don't need to be sorry, Rob. I mean, end of the day, these things take time. Thomas, how are you happy to get the music back on, Thomas? Brilliant. Get the cage in. Can't really see. I can't get any closer because that would give you a clue, wouldn't it? By the screwdriver at the bottom. Yes, you got it, Daniel. Daniel's only gone and got it. The cat looks like yours. Russie, next to his left hand, you're right. It's down here, look. So that's... Get that open. We've got another bit. Another bit. This is a number 10 Torx. A number 10 Torx bit. Let's get me bits. Let's get me bit holder out. So that's got to be our last Torx, isn't it? Maybe. I just don't know how many bits are in this. So we've got 10, 15 and 20 Torx at the moment. Right. Two number 2 Phillips. We've got a couple flats and a number 4 hexagon bit. There you are. The Weira kit grows. So I'm thinking what we're going to do in tomorrow's stream, because I say I'll work on this radio during the day tomorrow and get it finished. I've got to pack up Chris's whacking great radio cassette recorder and work out postage. That's going to be a lot. Santa looks too happy. You wonder what's in the mug. He's probably got a, what do you call it, an Irish coffee in there, I bet. I bet he's got Irish coffee, Harvey. So yeah, I'll have to have a think about what to do tomorrow. I've got loads of radios. I mean, Rich A in the chat gave me a boot full of radios at Wootton Bassett, and I've had to pop them up in the loft out of the way for now because I just couldn't move. I left them in the car for a couple of days, but I want to keep them dry, really. QI chargers. WD-40 in the mug. Get well lubricated on that, chipmunk. So that's it for today. I mean, it's been an adventure today. We sort of got somewhere, but then we sort of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, isn't it? So I've got to get that plug sorted on there. I've got to go back through the IF strip again. And hopefully then we'll have a working radio. Well, we've got a working radio, but it's just not working very well. He's on the Penguin rocket. I wish. I'd love to try some of that, but it's probably they made it as a one-off, I expect. Thanks, Lee. Thanks all. So let's start this going. So as I say, have a look at my channel memberships. If you want to become a member, then you just click the thing that says join, I think, and away you go. Cheers, thanks, Chipmunk. So we've discovered a few things. We've looked at how to hook it up. We've looked at the tools that you need to trim these things with. We've looked at cores that have been jammed or cores that are too slack, and oh dear. Loads of it. Great time. Thanks, Hootie. Cheers, Lee. There we go, people. I got to go down and see Mrs. Cruncher now, so you have a good one, and I shall see you tomorrow, Thursday. We'll probably do the same sort of time. It seems to work all right, doesn't it? Catch you soon. Bye for now.